Hello, Westford. Indivisible Westford led a rally on the town common this week. The school committee denied 2 possible locations for the dog park, and the Middlesex County 4-H Fair is coming back to town. I'm Ira Keltz, and it's time for WestfordCAT News. Indivisible Westford organized a rally on the town common on August 13th to denounce the act of terrorism that took place in Charlottesville, Virginia on August 12th. The Charlottesville incident began with the gathering of white nationalists who clashed with counter-protesters around midday. According to published reports, at around 1:45 p.m. a car rammed into the counter-protesters, killing 32-year-old Heather Hare of Charlottesville. James Alex Fields Jr., age 20 of Maumee, Ohio, was arrested and charged with second-degree murder. A total of 35 people were injured in Charlottesville. 2 state troopers who were monitoring the scene in a helicopter died when the helicopter crashed and burst into flames. It was Indivisible Westford co-founder Beth Schaefer Morrison who organized the Westford rally with an announcement on the group's Facebook page. She estimated that at least 100 people attended. Several rally attendees addressed the crowd, including Holocaust survivor Jack Applebaum of Littleton.
My name is Jack Applebaum. My wife Eva is standing right there. And both of us are from the town next door, Littleton. We are very pleased to be here with you, and we are very concerned about what happened yesterday, as you all are. And your coming here expresses that so well. You have love in your heart rather than what we saw yesterday, which was hatred. There's no room in this country, or any country, anywhere in the world, for hatred. Unfortunately, we see it very often. Our job, our life should be dedicated to more peace, to more love, to more equality.
An in-depth story by Joyce Polino Crane and a gallery of photos taken by Dina M. Samfield can be found at WestfordCatNews.org. The Dog Park Task Force will have to wait longer for nailing down a site where dogs can run off-leash. School committee members denied the use of 2 locations that were under consideration. The first, located on undeveloped land running along Plain Road at the Nabnasset School, was shot down 6-0 with member Alicia Mallon abstaining. The second location, located on Farmer Way, the road that leads to the Stony Brook School, was denied 5-0 with school committee members Avery Adam and Chris Sanders both abstaining. Concerns around safety, traffic, and parking were all discussed.
I would like to see, if they're talking roads and fences and parking lots, I think there's a lot more work to be done with, drawings and schematics of what the park is going to look like, parking lot, where's the road going to go in, things like that before I'd like to see this come back to us.
If it did come back.
If it did.
Dog Park Task Force co-chairman Caitlin Olson said the concerns were valid, but that she and co-chairman Edie Fruscione would continue to seek a solution. Another parcel under consideration is under the care and custody of the water department, abutting the Graniteville ball fields off River Street. In a statement, Olson said the task force was applying for a Stanton Foundation grant, which would fund the dog park design and ensure there will be enough space for parking. You can watch the entire meeting at WestfordCAT.org. Patty Doobie has been appointed by town manager Jody Ross as the new town clerk. The appointment, made in late July, was only announced this past month. Doobie had been the assistant town clerk since October 1998. She lives in Westford with her husband Tom, and between them they have 3 children, Michael, Brian, and Rachel, as well as 2 grandchildren. Doobie attended Salem State College, where she majored in history. She's filling the post that was left vacant by Kari Maitari, who took the position of town clerk in Concord, Mass. This spring. And now for our feature story of the week. The Middlesex County 4-H Fair will run on August 25th, 26th, and 27th at the 4-H Fairgrounds on South Chelmsford Road. Events will include sheep shearing, equestrian performances, and dairy goat judging. Kevin McNamara will lead sing-alongs, Lizzie the Clown will perform, and competitors will compete in a pie-eating contest. The Mass 4-H program is based at the University of Massachusetts in Amherst. The Youth Development Program is for ages 5 to 18. The Massachusetts 4-H Foundation was incorporated in 1955, and according to the Westford Gazetteer by Robert Oliphant of Westford, a Holliston resident purchased about 32 acres at 51 South Chelmsford Road back in the 1950s, and the county fair has been held there since 1956. The 4-H building, known as the Center, was built in 1960. The Board of Selectmen introduced a discussion on August 8th on how Finance Committee members are appointed. The town's bylaws call for the town moderator to make the appointments, a system supported by Planning Board member Dennis Galvin and others.
Town meeting is the legislative branch of our government. The moderator, in essence, is sort of like the Speaker of the House, in a way. The Board of Selectmen represent the executive branch. And if you read the Federalist Papers, there is a great long dissertation about the need to keep both of these separate. And the need is basically to keep a check and a balance on the different vested interests that are at play in government. And to the comment of the woman or whoever it was that made the statement about the, well, what if the wrong person gets into the position of moderator and makes bad appointments? Well, that's democracy. Okay, sometimes wrong people do get put in.
Town moderator Susan Spooler, who was elected in May, sent the following statement. The town moderator appoints the Finance Committee members in Westford and in most towns in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. The discussion will continue when selectmen meet again on August 22nd. And here's Rekha Sharma with this week's health tip.
Hi everyone, I'm Rekha Sharma, your Ayurveda practitioner, back with a new health tip for WestfordCAT News. Ayurveda is science of life, helping you heal in natural ways. Today I'm going to talk about sesame oil or til oil. Sesame oil has been used in traditional healing in India for Shirodhara, in cooking especially for people with Vata body type or predominant air element. It reduces dryness of skin, itching in scalp, and promotes hair growth. It is a natural antioxidant and reduces inflammation of the joints. It improves digestion and lowers cholesterol by eliminating toxins. It is high in magnesium and calcium levels and thereby helps to fight osteoporosis. It also helps to boost the natural serotonin levels and reduces depression. You can add sesame oil in your cooking and baking daily needs. If you are on blood thinners or have allergies to nuts or sesame, please contact your healthcare provider before consuming. I'll be back with a new health tip. Bye for now.
And now let's go to Joe Seppi with the weather forecast.
Hello, Westford! This is Joe Seppi with the weather forecast for this weekend, week of August 21st. This last full week of summer vacation for Westford students, and we'll enjoy beautiful summer weather most of the week. Here's what's coming up. That was your Westford weather. Have a great week, everyone.
Hank, a smart and friendly 6-year-old mixed breed mutt, is available now for adoption at the Lowell Humane Society. Here's Patty Stocker with more information on how you can adopt a loving pet.
If you're looking for a new best friend, stop by the Lowell Humane Society on Broadway Street in Lowell and ask to see Hank. He may bark at you while he's in his cage, but when he's in his element, you'll see what a smart and friendly dog he is. Here's volunteer Roger Logeman with more.
This is Hank. Hank is 6 years old. I think he's what you'd call the great American mixed breed. He's a little bit everything. Hank is housebroken and very people-oriented. He was surrendered because he really wasn't happy living in a house with little children. So we're going to place him in a house with adults and teenage children and not little children. But as you can see, he's a pretty friendly dog. Likes his walks. Likes his treats. Want that? That's a good boy. Hank has been checked by a vet a couple of times in the normal course of the surrender process, and he's in fine health. Aren't you, buddy? Huh? Did you bring it back for me? That's a good boy. Sit. Good boy. Good boy, Hank. Hank has been here about 7 or 8 weeks. He does fine. He's not particularly stressed, although this is a pretty stressful environment generally, but he manages it just fine. He has particular other dogs that he reacts to. Some he gets along with fine, and some he barks at pretty regularly, but we've never had a problem with him interacting with other animals. Will you roll over and let me rub your belly? That's a good boy. That's a good boy. You like that, huh? You like that.
To learn more about Hank or any of the other pets available now for adoption, or to find out how to donate, volunteer, foster a pet, or fill their wish list, go to lowellhumanesociety.org or visit them at 951 Broadway Street in Lowell. Call 978-452-7781. For Westford Cat, I'm Patty Stocker.
And here's Patty Stocker with suggestions for things to do around town this week.
Thanks, Ira. Cookbook author, chef, and cooking instructor Liz Barbour will take you on a slide presentation tour through her cottage-sized gardens on August 24th at the J.V. Fletcher Library. The presentation begins at 7 p.m. Barbour's edible gardens have been featured on New Hampshire Chronicle and appeared in New Hampshire Magazine. During Barbour's presentation, you'll learn how to use every inch of a small garden to maximize its beauty and its bounty, using herbs, edible flowers, and fruits and vegetables as part of the edible landscape. Register online at westfordlibrary.org or call the Information Services Department at 978-399-2304. It's Member Appreciation Day, August 22nd at the Westford Farmers Market on the Town Common from 2:30 to 6:30 p.m. Vendors for the week include Bagel Alley, Bittersweet Herb Farm, Everything Alpaca, New Hampshire, and Minuteman Kettle Corn. The Wendy Glick and Steve Heck Jazz Duo will perform from 3:30 to 5 p.m. With students returning back to school as early as the 29th of this month, parents of elementary and middle school children may want to consider the Westford Partnership for Children's After-School Enrichment Program. In conjunction with the Westford Recreation Department, the WPC provides a variety of programs focused on safety, positive youth development, and academic enrichment. These activities run Monday through Friday from school dismissal until 5:45 p.m. and are held at all 7 of Westford's elementary and middle schools. To see a list of the programs and to register your child in any of the WPC after-school enrichment activities, go to westfordrec.com. I'm Patty Stalker, production coordinator and editor at WestfordCAT. Back to you, Ira.
That's it for this week, Westford. We leave you with images from the Indivisible Westford rally that took place in the Town Common this past Sunday.